Hello YouTubers, it's Championdjk coming at you yet again with another video, and this is episode 100. Thank you guys for sticking around for 100 episodes. I just hemmed and hawed about what the heck to do for a 100th episode to make it special, and I decided to invite a special guest.
What's going on, you guys?
So we got Angel, also known as AR Hotbox, from sunny Florida, who came all the way from Florida just specifically to make this video.
Hey, you guys! I had to go meet Dave. We've been trying to do this for almost 2 years.
Yep.
And I've never had the opportunity to get a load going up to Appleton, Wisconsin, but finally I have.
Yep.
So it's a real treat to hang out with him. See him in person finally. You know, he's a great guy. Has an awesome collection. This collection over here. You guys see it every week, you know, and you know it looks good on camera, but in person it's just wild, you know. He's got an awesome collection, and you know, I'm just happy to be here and share the moment with him on his 100th episode, which is it's a major accomplishment. Just crazy
that he was able to pull this off. So anyway, if you don't know, he's a truck driver, was able to get a load up here. So he's originally from Florida, well, from Florida now, and was able to make it for the 100th episode, so sweet. And
yeah,
we're gonna do this in the usual fashion. I'm gonna go through what I got this week, and then we're gonna open up some special cars. So just starting with, I got an REOK this week, which is the main point of the week, from Paul, who sent me an REOK. If you've seen the video, he sent me this awesome custom Mercury Cougar Eliminator, all jacked up. He sent me this chromed truck, which is pretty awesome. We're going to take a look at both of those close up in the second half of the video. He sent me this awesome Ford Econoline, which is a Muscle Machines. The cool thing about this is it has opening doors, and the other really cool thing about it, which I didn't know when I filmed the original video, but a couple of you pointed out in the comments, including Paul Wooten, that this has adjustable suspension. So I will show that, how that works, in the second half of the video, but basically it's got a lowered and a not lowered stance. I mean,
yeah, that's actually a really cool feature that you don't see anymore. And we're trying to figure out where it's coming from, but it's actually a really neat feature, and I wish they would do more of it.
Oh, I wish they would do more of it too. So it's pretty sweet. All right, so let's see here. I got this from Will. My buddy Will, A&O Toys, hooked me up with one of these, so that's one acquirement of the week. We got this 1973 AMC Javelin. This was also in the REOK from Paul. This was also in the REOK from Paul. 60 Pontiac Bonneville. I
like that one.
Yeah, and we're going to open up all of this stuff in the second half of the video. Trulli Auto World. This thing is really cool. I'll open up this and kind of go over what I know about this series in the second segment of the video. We got the Sammy Hagar.
That's pretty neat. I like that casting.
That Firebird Racing Champions.
Got to make sure it just doesn't crumble in your hands.
Yeah, we'll hope it doesn't crumble. Racing Champions has been known for really high-quality metals used in their castings in the past. Round 2's got that fixed, obviously, but whatever. And then just some more stuff here from Paul. We got these 3 items, which are going to be opened up, and then we got one of these actually was from him. I'm going to open up, and I was actually looking at my collection to see if I had this car before. This is the one that he sent me, and this is the one that I have. And notice the difference. We got Tampo Delete on the front, which is I think is an error. It's either an error or variation. So, I don't know. I probably won't open up this one.
Isn't an error a variation?
Yeah, I suppose. It's a variation. But, you know, it's not, you know, whatever. It's not an intentional variation. We don't know if this is intentional or not, or if this was an accident. So, I'm leaning towards accident. But you guys let me know in the comments below if you know anything else. And then I think that's all from him. Okay. And then these 2 items I got from a local Facebook group. We started a Facebook group, which is awesome. Local guys. And now we do a meet every 4th Saturday of the month. It's Fox Valley Diecast Collectors. And first of all, shout out to Andrew Douglas, who pretty much organized this first meet, and it went off without a hitch and was amazing. And then shout out to everybody else that showed up. It was pretty awesome. Chris Walker is actually in our group. If you know him as Night Stalker Customs. He's actually somewhat local to me. He doesn't live too far away from where I live, but he showed up. That was pretty cool. So it was nice to meet him. And, I mean, he's the guy that signs autographs at conventions, so it's pretty cool to see him. And then, you know, a bunch of other cool people. It was nice to meet some cool people in the area that also collect. So from there, and I showed up late to it because my son's birthday party was on the same day, so I was just able to go while they were napping. But I only picked up a couple of things. I picked up this K-Day Silverado, which I did not have, from Aiken. Shout out to you, buddy. And then from the same seller, I picked up this 5-pack that I didn't have, mainly because of this Viper up here. I like that Jaguar casting, and the Vector casting is pretty cool, this black one down here. We're going to open this up in the second half as usual, as well as this car, and of course everything else that we're showing.
That's a pretty sweet 5-pack.
It is a pretty cool 5-pack. But yeah, what is that car right there?
I believe that is the
what is that?
Audi.
Car? That's an Audi?
It's like the concept Audi?
It's a concept Audi. I'm not up on concept cars, but that's an Audi. All right, so there's that. And then other things, Jeremy Bolter, local buddy, picked me up one of these, which is fantastic. I've got the other color, didn't have this one. And then I picked myself up something for once. These two, last night from Walmart. The new Johnny Lightning Street Freak Series 2018 release 1. We got the CRX and the Boogie Van.
Sick. In person, this thing is just out of control, man. That thing looks so good.
Yeah, and we're going to open that up in the second half of the video. And then we're going to open up some special cars. Ooh. I think we're going to lead this off. Well, here. I'm going to open up this in the second half. I've been debating on opening this up. I was looking at my collection, and, you know, I'm a loose collector now, but there's still some stuff that's very difficult for me to actually open. This is one of those things, just because I only have one of them, right? And not just because it's worth a lot of money, because the card art is so awesome with it, and it just displays so nice as a nice piece, that it's really tough for me to open this. But I'm going to go ahead and do it in the second half of the video. And then we got these two Toys R Us exclusive Ultra Reds. The regulars of these were limited to 858, so you multiply that by 2, and then 3% of that is how many of each one of these castings is around, and that is not a lot. I can't do the math in my head right now, but anyway,
25?
Yeah, maybe 25-ish. Either way, there's that. Either way, so we're gonna crack these right now. Let's do it. All right, so you can open up that one. I'm gonna open up this one. Let's open up some Auto World Ultras.
Oh man,
boom.
This hurts.
Oh, it's all right. There's plenty of these around, right? Oh, they're Toys R Us exclusive, and Toys R Us, I mean, there's plenty of those around too. So, boom, we got the Cadillac. The Cadillac Ultra Red, and you've got that
This Grand Prix is just sick. I love this thing.
Yeah, so we are going to roll those by the camera.
Beautiful.
In the beginning of the second half. And finale will be opening up that guy. All right, so that's it for this segment of the video. We're going to go ahead and flip it around. So say hi to Angel.
All right, guys.
We get to hang out tonight.
Boom!
Yep, it's pretty cool. And you get to meet a buddy you've been talking to for a couple of years, finally face-to-face. And, yeah, so we're going to have some fun, have some adult beverages and all that fun stuff. So,
heck yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you guys, let's flip it around and open up some stuff.
Stay tuned.
Peace. All right, guys, so let's first take a look at these Ultra Reds. These Toys R Us exclusive Ultra Reds. First is Cadillac. Some wonky stuff is going on with these wheels. That's okay, but it is weird. A lot of these Cadillacs that were the Toys R Us exclusives, for some reason, the wheels were like too big for the rims, and they look like they're like coming off of the rim, which is kind of a disappointment. But one side is like perfect, as you see right there, and then the other side here is not so perfect. I might take these tires off and see if I can trim the rim up just a little bit, just to get the tires to fit perfectly. But this is the Toys R Us exclusive Ultra Red, noted by the white base, white top right here, white interior, And, you know, you got the detailed motor like usual. Other than that, it's pretty basic and pretty much the same. I'm just kind of peeking up at the other Ultra Red. The only Ultra Red that's really close to it is the original, which is this one right here. So this is from the original release of this casting. One thing I kind of noticed right off the bat is the spray is definitely darker.
Darker, yeah.
Yeah, definitely darker. The ride height's about the same, but of course you got the painted white base on here and the raw base on the original. And of course, I bet you the license plate's different, and it definitely is. This says Yacht Club, and this one says Exclusive. So that is pretty cool. So there's those two cars. And then we got this one right here, which is the Pontiac Grand Prix. This is the one that Angel cracked, and it is a pretty sweet one. Let's see if I can get that hood opened. Yep, there it is. Pretty cool. And looks pretty good. This is a nice casting from Monoworld. This also has the white painted base. I believe I have every other Ultra Red of this casting, and I was actually originally saving this for just opening all of them at once, but glad I opened this one now. Then I can really take a look at this one and then get a look at the differences between the other ones. But this one, again, white base, white interior. So basically, the interesting thing about these is they have the same traits as a White Lightning. White Lightnings will typically have 2 white traits, and this one has the 2 white traits of White Lightning, a white base and a white interior. And then, of course, that beautiful Ultra Red paint. So there's those. Next up, we're going to take a look at just the few things from Paul. The guy sent me a random REOK. This is the Mercury Cougar Eliminator. This is one of your favorite castings, isn't it, Angel?
Actually is, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really like this casting too. We both collect this casting. Fortunately, Angel has actually hooked me up with a few of the multi-pack exclusives of this when I was too cheap to buy the 9-pack. So he's hooked me up with a couple of them. Real quick, I don't know if we're going to be able to zoom in on this, but I want to take a look. The way that this has been done is pretty clever. There's like screws put through the base and then enough shaved off of the base of this car so that the screws can kind of sit on it. So if you were to unscrew the body of this, the body would come off, the base would still be attached, and then like you could almost loosen up the screws on this and then take the lifted base off of this car. I think it's been reinforced with a little bit of glue as well. Actually, maybe not.
It's actually pretty well done.
Yeah, it's really well done. I think this is a genius idea for how to do this. Obviously, you have to pick a casting where the wheels line up perfectly, because you can't get, I mean,
wow,
more perfect than that. I mean, and obviously there wasn't any adjustment made, so it just worked out perfectly with this casting. But it's so well done. So thank you, Paul, for that. He also sent me this custom here. That's really cool too.
Paul, if you're listening, man, it's very nice work, man. Very nice work.
Polished truck there, looking pretty good, clear coated. It's got some nice sweet early riders on it. Not sure how he fit that large a wheel in the back, if he had to chop up this fender at all, because that's pretty big. That's definitely larger than the original casting. So there's that. And then this van, I told you I was going to explain to you the suspension on it. There it is lifted, or at least, you know, not as low. There it is low. So there's a mechanism in here. If you press it like that, it'll go up. Press it again, and it's low. So that is really, really cool. And, of course, the side doors open.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool van. Yeah. So really, really cool Ford van. Awesome stuff. So thank you very much for that. And that is a Muscle Machines, right? I'm pretty sure it is, right? Ford Motor Company, Ford Muscle Machines. Yep, so it is. All right, so that is awesome. All right, so next up we're going to go ahead and open up this True LE. Limited edition like never before. This is a series that completely flopped and failed from Auto World, mostly because they were very expensive. I think these things were like, I don't even know because I wasn't collecting at the time. I think they were like $20 or something.
Yeah, I think it was like $15, $20, something like that.
Yeah, could you get them? Was it just Toys R Us?
I believe they were Toys R Us exclusive.
Okay.
I believe. Don't hold me to the fire on that one.
Yeah. All right, so True LE, this is what the packaging looks like. This one definitely was already open, but does not matter, of course, because I'm an opener. So one of the things, the little like novelties with this series, is the fact that it actually comes with shavings from the tooling. All right, so just to clarify, this tooling was made once. It was made for this version of it. There's 5,000 of these. I think it was like 5,000 of another color, maybe
2,500 in one, and then 1,500 in another.
Yep.
And then the rest were like 2,500 or 5,000.
Yep, and then a Toy Fair one.
Yep.
So, and that was it. And then after they got done making those, they destroyed the tool. It is no longer, they can never make it again unless they completely redesign the tool again, which would be very cost prohibitive. You will never see this Auto World car being re-released again. So kind of neat that they give you actual shavings. That's what the True LE stands for, truly limited edition. Never to be released again. And there's the shavings from the tooling in this cool little plastic case. It says, do not open. Metal shavings do not open due to risk of injury. Because, you know, metal shavings could be sharp. But there is that. Really cool. I almost wanted to keep this in its packaging just because I have an example of it. I only have one other True LE Challenger in my collection. And this is the only casting, by the way, that did end up getting released completely. I'm actually not going to even take it off the cardboard right now just because it is tied down with those ties there. So,
Dave, it sucks. It's cool and it sucks in a way that they only made that production of that car because it's actually a really nice casting.
It is a really nice casting. It does have, one of the things of the True LE line is it has got lens detail, which is not normal for a lot of Auto World cars. But it's got lens taillights, it's got lensed headlights. It is very, very detailed, extremely detailed, which is really, really cool. Now, there were a couple other castings that were supposed to be in this line. One of those was the Callaway Corvette, which was supposed to be in the line. That's why it has lens detail for the headlights. The other one was the Hennessy Camaro. Those were supposed to be released in this line, but due to the unpopularity, I guess, of the line, they discontinued it, and those ended up showing up in the licensed premium line. So there's a little Auto World history for you, but this thing is really cool. I am missing a couple other colors. I have it in black. I've got it in white. I need it in silver. I need the Toy Fair one. I need it in orange. And I think that's it. All right. So there is that. All right. So sticking with the stuff from the REOK I got this week. This is the 60 Pontiac Bonneville. This is a Maisto custom shop piece.
One of my personal favorites right there.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't have any other Maisto custom shop pieces. Now, Maisto does have some cool stuff. They're generally a little bit larger than 1/64 scale. They're kind of almost like a M2 style scale. But this thing is pretty cool. It's got some detail. Stylers. Hood does not open. The base is plastic, but the tires are rubber with tread. And really cool. So there's that little mean machine there. Like the kind of bubble window in the front. Bubble top. All right. Pretty cool. All right, so there is that. And then we got this 73 AMC Javelin. This is a car from the Black Bandit series, a green light. This is one that I wanted to pick up when it came out, but just, you know, you got to kind of start getting picky with this stuff or you just end up spending a fortune. But this is really cool now that I've got an example of this casting. And here it is in the Black Bandit. Whoa.
Oh.
That wasn't planned. With a removable hood.
I think that
I'm pretty sure we can
put it back.
We'll figure that out tonight at some point. All right, so That wasn't supposed to happen. All right, so looks pretty cool though. Casting looks pretty cool. Detailed engine.
Detailed engine. That's awesome.
That's never happened to me before in a video. You can check out the archives. It's never happened. I've broken a hood in one of the other videos, but I've never actually completely took one off. But anyway, I'm sure that's fixable.
Yeah.
Pretty cool car though. So there's that, and then we got this guy. Sammy Hagar.
That's the one you really need to be careful with.
This is an older racing champions. And if you've opened a lot of older racing champions, you know it's about, I don't know, would you say
50-50 shot.
Is it 50-50? Maybe 60-40? I don't know. Is it going to crumble? I have no idea. But anyway, thank you, Paul, for sending me this REOK, including this car. Let's hope this thing survives the air exposure. Sammy Hagar. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you a David Lee Roth fan? Or do you like Sammy Hagar Van Halen? Let me know in the comments down below. Personally, I don't care for him either way. Van Halen's not bad. All right, but I'm not a huge fan. All right, so well, we got some cracking in the tampos there. I'm not sure if this is actually supposed to be pink or originally it was supposed to be white. I guess it's supposed to be pink. It's a cool looking Trans Am. No detail in the front, no detail in the back, but it's got some detail there. And the tampos, plastic base. It's individually numbered. This is 3933 out of what was it? Where did it just go? I don't know. 52,000. 25,000, close enough. And then let's see, it's got an opening hood. The hoods are the things you got to be careful with, right?
Oh, yeah.
We just showed you that on the last casting. But this thing could crumble. All right, I'm pushing on it. It's not breaking. All right, I think we're going to be good. So that's cool. That's going to go. He can't drive 55. So, yeah, if you know Van Halen, that's a reference. All right, so there's that. And, all right, so continuing on, more Paul stuff. We're going to go through this stuff kind of quick. This is a Modern Classics piece. This is a 70 Nova. I'm going to go ahead and open that up. That is pretty cool.
So much better out of the package.
Yeah, that one is pretty nice. I don't have any of the Modern Classics series. It came out before my time. This has a metal base, metal body, Spectraflame with a enamel kind of tampo on it, and it does look really good.
That is sweet.
That is a pretty cool piece. I definitely dig it. I dig it a lot. All right, so we got to keep her moving here so we can get to our finale car. What you guys be waiting for. This is the Baja Breaker. This is from the Super Chrome series. This series came out in 2007, I believe. At the same time, it looks like there's a couple other like Flying Customs. Maybe it wasn't 2007. Maybe it was later than that. I don't know. Either way, I wasn't collecting when it came out. But the Baja Breaker is a casting that I do collect. Ironically, the van in the picture there is a sweet one. That's an original red line that I think I have one of these, but it's in rough shape. But here is this guy. And it's Chrome Glory. We got metal base, metal body, chrome paint job, Baja Breaker. Those of you who like vans, dig that casting. So that is cool. Next up real quick, we'll do a VW Special, which is actually the VW drag truck. This is from 2005. I'm not sure if this was just straight up in the main line or what. It says HotWheelsCollectors.com on it. And again, I wasn't collecting at that time, so I couldn't really tell you.
Maybe it was a mail-in?
I don't think it was a mail-in. I think, I wouldn't know. It could be. But for those of you that were collecting at that time, let me know if this was just straight up mainline or what. I didn't look it up, so... But again, this is another one from that REOK that I got this week, so thank you very much. Firebird from the REOK. We're not going to open up the Air, but we will open up this one just so you can join my bird cage. There's that guy. Mainline car, faster than ever wheels.
You know, it's not a bad casting proportionally wise. You know?
I think it's pretty nice. I mean, it doesn't quite... To me, the Auto World one of this obviously is the best, but you can't compete with that with a dollar car. It does have the big wheel in the back and the small wheel in the front. If it had two small wheels, maybe it would look better to me. I don't know. But it is a Firebird casting that I collect it because it's a Firebird, but it's not a bad cat. And it's a pretty good casting. All right, so there's that. And let's see here. All right, so real quick, we're going to go through this 5-pack. Try to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to open it up quickly. Ripping it open!
Come on.
He's trying to.
Yeah, them 5-packs, the old ones are tough.
Yeah, the old ones are tough. All right. Dodge Viper. Jaguar XJ220. These are real basic, just straight up one color. This one's the one I really liked, and the Vector. You don't see too many. There wasn't too many of that casting released. The Vector, as there weren't too many of that real car ever made. Maybe there might have been only one. I don't know. It did get made, right?
Yes.
The Vector.
Yes, it was.
I think it was like supposed to compete with Lamborghini and stuff at the time or whatever for top speed or whatever it was.
Yeah, but
I think maybe it's got like a John DeLorean story to it. I'm not sure. But there's that. There's this thing. What is this casting called?
Oh God.
Zender.
The Zender, yeah.
Fact 4 or something. Was that a real car? I think it was modeled after a real car.
I think it was modeled after a real car, but I don't think it was a real car.
It was a fantasy casting. All right, so there's that, and then this is an Audi. You said? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Audi Avis Quattro. Thank goodness they didn't actually make it.
No.
Because it is pretty ugly, but it does look straight out like 90s.
That does look
car.
like a very, very 90s prototype. You know, what the future would look like, for sure.
What the future is that? All right, so there's that Vector. We got the Jaguar. Pretty cool little 5-pack. Viper. I collect this casting. This is actually really why I wanted it. And then it turns out I already have it, but whatever. But didn't have this thing, so that's pretty cool. All right, so there's that. And then from same guy, Aiken, got this Chevy Silverado K-Day. It's on a crispy card, but I don't care. There that is. You guys have probably seen this before. It's a beautiful color green. Tampos are clean on it, so it's a good example. Glad to have it in the collection. VW Hobby Shop. Got this from that little meet too. The Hobby Shop, as you may or may not know, is kind of a cool little series. You've got this VW double cab, which is nice, and then it comes, all of these Hobby Shop cars come with an accessory. Most of them come with little people, little 1/64 scale people. This one comes with little surfboards. So
the surfboards are actually pretty cool.
They are very nice. I think Mr. Sensitivity could use these in a custom.
I'm sure you can.
Because I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But anyway, we can put them in the back of this, that for now. They don't like clip in or anything. If you go driving too fast with it, they'll fall out of the back.
Seth, hit me up, man. $40 for the surfboards.
$40 for the surfboard. All right, so, and then we got some Johnny Lightnings real quick, and then we're almost to our little finale car here. 1984 Olds Cutlass. Limited edition 2980. So these numbers are going up. Originally, when Johnny Lightning first released, they weren't numbered. When they started numbering them, they were numbered to like 1600 or so. Now they're starting to go up. Why? Because they're pretty much probably only available at Walmarts, and there's a lot of Walmarts out there. So they have to produce enough of them so that they will actually start showing up in stores and they won't be an empty peg. Each peg in a Walmart, you know, is a certain amount of money, right? It's worth a certain amount of real estate. So they got to fill those pegs. So you're going to start seeing this series. You'll start seeing Muscle. You'll start seeing Street Freaks. Everything will occupy that same peg, and they'll kind of rotate the series throughout the year.
Now, Dave, I'm going to have to say that there's certain Johnny Lightning castings, for some reason, that they make the wheels. I mean, they're awesome. Like, for that example right there, I think that that's a really good representation of that wheel for that car.
It is a nice wheel. Now, Johnny Lightning, of course, mixes it up between rubber wheels and plastic wheels, which we're going to see. The next two castings, all right, so got this one. It is awesome. It is a great car. The other version of it in silver is really nice, too. Then we got these two. So these are latest release Johnny Lightnings. We'll do the CRX first. You can read that right there, but CRX stands for Civic Renaissance Experimental.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Casting has a couple variations, including a stock or custom front rear bumper. So there is variations. This is casting they can put out, which is cool. Johnny Lightning does it a lot. This one does have plastic wheels, but the plastic wheels look really good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what other wheel you'd put on this car that would look better, but that is a good-looking plastic wheel, if I do say so myself. This is a really nice-looking casting.
Jeez.
Round 2 did a great job with this. And now, this casting has been released pre-Round 2, and I don't think is nearly as popular. Maybe it is. You guys can let me know, but the way this thing is detailed, the color choice on it. The other one that's available is white, which I don't have yet, but we'll definitely pick up when I see it. The stance is pretty much right on with this, and it's just a very good-looking car. You JDM fanboys will definitely be after this one. You'll definitely want it, and I really don't blame you, because as really not a JDM collector per se, I really like it. I've always liked the CRX, though. I always thought the CRX was a cool-looking little car.
Especially in the two-tone. I mean, it looks fantastic two-toned.
Mm-hmm. And Hot Wheels released them in two-tone, and they were two-tone in real life, too, a lot of them. Mm-hmm. So, really cool. All right, so then that, and then, of course, me being a van lover, Boogie Vans have returned. This popular program was its own series back in 2002 and 2003, which I do have quite a few of in my collection. If you race die-cast cars on a gravity track, Boogie Vans are hard to beat due to their heavy weight. This thing does weigh a lot. It's metal on metal. It's got the plastic side pipe, but other than that, it's metal on metal. And they put plastic wheels on these. Now, Johnny Lightning does put plastic wheels on their cars. They do claim that the reason why they do that is because there is a downhill racing culture out there that likes to race these cars, and yes, these are very heavy, and probably would be quick on a track too. So there you go. You get the graphic on the other side that you don't get to see unless you open it up. Pretty looking girl there. Peace, little hippie, and we got this guy playing guitar. Very Woodstock looking ish kind of thing. Peace sign, America, hey man on the license plate. And the biggest point is it's a van, and it's joining my collection. It is pearl white, too, which I don't believe it's the... I don't think it's the White Lightning. I mean, it's white. I think the White Lightnings in this series actually have white bases. But now that I'm looking at this, this is a pearl white. I know the regular one is white, too. It's pearl white, and it's got a white interior. And let me just see here. It sparkles, man. Pearl white is the color, so it's a regular. But that's cool if they added that. It sparkles, man. All right, so obviously not a factory color.
Dave, I got a question. Do you think that there's candies and puppies inside?
No, probably just a few illicit substances. All right, so there's that. And next up, we got this guy. So this is the final. I'm really hesitant to crack this pre-Datsun. It's been hanging on my wall. I actually got it in a trade before this car, probably when these cars were going for, maybe $60. So when I got on trade, I have no idea, honestly, what they're going for now. I'm going to guess it's a bill, though. Maybe 100, maybe more. I'm not sure. You guys can let me know in the comments down below. This one is not really low numbered. It's 3136 out of 4,500. But in comparison to this Firebird, it's pretty low numbered. Wait, no, actually this is a lower number, 3933, but out of 20,000. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and reluctantly open this up. Ooh. Now, the 240Z, not a JDM collector, but Datsun 240Z has always been one of my favorite cars. I've always liked the way 240Zs looked, even from when I was a wee lad. And
Dave, do you hear that?
Yeah, it's cracking.
No, the tears.
It's not that bad. I mean, I've opened up an Ultra Raw before. I mean, yeah, it's worth money, but I'm never going to sell it. So open it and enjoy it, right?
Right.
You're not going to sell stuff. Dude, just open it. Just open it and enjoy it. Why are you hanging on a cardboard, right? I keep telling myself that. So
yeah, it does look nice, though.
There it is. It looks pretty sweet. I mean, it's got the dot matrix kind of printing look, not to like dog it at all, but that's the way some of these cars look. It is pretty awesome. A lot of people dog on the Neoclassics wheels, which aren't the best wheel option out there. But now that they make these with rubber tires too, maybe people will like them. But this thing, definitely, I'm going to take some cool pictures of it. I'm glad to have it loose. I think it's pretty cool. And definitely going to enjoy it. So, that's going to be it for the 100th episode of Diecast Weekly. Are we going to keep going after this? Of course we are. And so Angel, any closing words?
Really, guys, just collect what you guys like. I mean, that's just basically what it is. Enjoy the hobby and try to meet new people. It's just a great way to meet people and stuff like that, and just have fun with it. That's basically it for me.
Absolutely agree. The friendships I've made through this hobby have been quite extraordinary. I just, it's pretty amazing. And that is going to be this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching 100 episodes of Diecast Weekly. For those of you that are new, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please comment. Get involved in the comments. All that good stuff. You know what? Click on the ads too. That would be sweet. Yeah. All right. So thanks, guys. Thank you guys for watching. And y'all have a great week. We'll see you for episode 101.
All right. Take care, guys.
Peace.